Hello everyone, this is Pavan. So in this video, I'm going to explain about test plan. So what is test plan? So test plan is a document which will describe in the scope, approach, resources and schedule of testing activities. So it identifies test items, the feature to be tested, the testing tasks, who will do each task and any risk requiring contingency planning and a detail of how the test will proceed, who will do the testing, what will be tested, in how much time the test will take place, and to what quality level the test will be performed. So all these things will be included in your test plan document. So test plan is a document which contains basically the test plan will basically focus on how to test, what to test, and when to test. So if you remember these three, it's very simple to understand. So what to test, when to test, and how to test. So these are the three things will be involved in the test plan. Now we'll see in detail what the test plan contains and how the template will be. So normally test plan document contains these are the different parts like introduction part, and here we specify the detailed scope of the document, what the features will be scope and what are the out of scope, and what's the quality objective, what are the roles and responsibility of different people, and what's the test methodology we follow during testing, overview, test levels, bug triaging, suspension criteria and resumption requirement, and then test completeness criteria, and what are the test deliverables, and what the resource and environment needs, like what are the tools we are going to use, what is the test environment. So all this will be part of test plan document. Okay, now let us see one by one. So in the introductory section, we say like it is brief introduction of the test strategies, process, workflow and methodologies used for your project, that we need to mention in the introduction part. So again it is subdivided into multiple portions. Like scope means what are the different features will be there in the scope, what are the features are not there in the scope. In scope and out of scope we need to clearly define in the test plan itself. And how we will know this? Based upon the requirement document. So whatever is there in the requirement document, we can just add them into document. What is the scope and what is the out of scope? And quality objective. So here you need to make a mention of all overall objective that you plan to achieve with your testing. And some objectives like ensure the application under test conforms to functional and non-functional requirements, or to ensure the application under test meets the quality specification defined by the client, and bugs or issues are identified and fixed before go live. So these are all different objectives we need to add in this particular session, quality objective. And then roles and responsibility. So during testing activities, there are multiple people will involve, like QA analyst. What is the QA analyst role? Test manager role, configuration management role, developers. Who are the developer for this project? What is the installation team? And also we can specify any others like who is the managers, product managers, scrum masters, and everybody will be part of this particular list. That's the roles and responsibilities. And then test methodology also we have to define. So the test methodology overview. So we need to mention the reason of adopting a particular test methodology for the project. The test methodology selected for the project could be like waterfall model or iterative, agile and extreme model. What is the model or process we are going to follow as part of this particular project? We need to clearly mention. And the methodology selected depends on again multiple factors based upon the project, team. Okay, there are n number of factors will be there. And then test levels, what are the different levels of testing we are going to conduct? So test levels define the types of testing to be executed on application under test. The testing levels primarily depends on the scope of the project, time and budget constraints. The next one is a bug triaging. So the main goal of the bug triaging is to define the type of resolution for each bug and to prioritize bugs and determine a schedule for all to be fixed bugs. So we need to also find out, like as soon as we uh, reported bugs, developer fix all those bugs, we need to triage them. What does that mean is we need to collect all the defects we raised earlier. We need to find how many have been reported, how many of developer fixed, did we close all of them or not, still anything is pending. All these need to be reviewed. That comes under the bug triaging. And then suspension criteria and resumption requirement. So suspension criteria defines the criteria to be used to suspend all of part of the testing procedure, while resumption criteria determine when the testing can resume after it has been suspended. So basically here it is talking about when we need to stop our testing, when we need to continue our testing. Okay, that's the main criteria here. Suspension means suppose if something is blocked, some function is blocked, so immediately we need to stop our testing. Until unless we resolve this, we cannot able to proceed. And what is the reception criteria is fixing that particular bug that comes in the reception criteria. Suspension and reception criteria, when we need to pass our testing and when we need to continue our testing. And then test completeness, here you need to define the criteria that will deem your testing complete. So for instance, a new criteria to check test completeness would be like 100% test coverage, like all manual or automated test cases have executed, all open bugs are fixed or will be fixed in the next release. Okay, these are all different criteria we need to mention. And then test deliverables, resource and environment needs. So test deliverables in the means, here we need to mention all the test artifacts that will be delivered during different phases of the testing life cycle. Right, these are the few artifacts, mean test plan, test cases, requirement traceability matrix, bug reports, test strategy, test metrics, then customer sign off. So all these things will be comes under the test deliverables. And then we need to also add resource and environment needs, like resource mean testing tools, what kind of tools we are going to use, like requirement tracking tools, bug tracking tools, automation tools. So the names we have to specify here. And test environment, what kind of environment we need, software as well as hardware environment. So those environment details we need to specify here. So these are all different contents which we need to have in your test plan document. Now, so that's all for this video. So thanks for watching this. Please subscribe my channel to get more updates. Thank you all.